Hi, this is Carolyn James from Holistic Campus, and today I'm talking with Maureen Damery. And Maureen is a founding practitioner with Holistic Campus, and she considers herself and is a self-empowerment facilitator. Welcome, Maureen.
Hi, thank you. Welcome.
So tell us a little bit about what that means.
Well, I've been doing energetic work for going on 30 years now, and I have learned and used on myself many modalities. I have taught classes and certified others in the same, Reiki, Access Consciousness, etc. And in working with my clients in my own healing center for a couple of years, I came up with what I call is conscious engineering. And what that is I assist my clients. Well, basically, I used to be a computer programmer for many years, and I discovered the similarities between working with programming computers and using our mind body. But I really got into it pretty deeply. That's what got me started. So I've come up with what I call my method is conscious engineering, which involves various energy work, meditation, and the use of many tools. Reiki, access consciousness, body processes, open-ended questioning, recontextualization, EFT or tapping. And I combine all of those methodologies depending on what a client comes to me with and what's going on and what they need at the time. And I teach, right now I'm teaching a workshop based on my book, which kind of goes through a lot of different things. We do a review on the universal laws of nature and how those work.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, how we can really practically apply them in our lives. And we go through topics such as forgiveness, which is a huge thing that I love to work with people on, because often that's the unforgiveness or holding on to things is the basis for most of what ails us. Mm. And the second big topic involved is self-love, self-respect, boundaries, all that sort of thing. So, and of course, meditation is a big key to all of this. And I assist my clients with these modalities with open-ended questioning, discussion, and body processes, as well as meditation, to get them to a place where they can heal themselves, because we all can. We all have that capacity. And I know, that's not something you typically hear from a healer. But that's my objective, is to empower others to use their capacities to create the life the way that they want it to be, regardless of what's going on. If they have a particular situation, what's the best way to handle it? It may be energy work, it may be prayer, it may be meditation, and it may just be talking about it and processing it verbally with someone like me. So I mix all of these different modalities together, and I've had great success with it. And I love what I do. And I love working with newer people that are just discovering spirituality, because they're like, well, where do I go? And what do I do? And where do I start?
And how wonderful for people to open up to it. That when I see somebody that's just beginning,
those are the best. I love them.
Yeah,
yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you were a computer programmer. Well, I forgot you had told me that before, but so how did you get into, what was the spark to get into this side of it?
Well, that's interesting. I was at Microsoft out in Washington for a number of years, and I don't know, I loved my job. I loved it, absolutely loved it. But there came a point where it just kind of wasn't, my manager actually picked up a few people around me, and he called me in one day and he said, how can we make your job fun for you again, Mo? And I almost fell back in my chair, and I said, you know what, Mike, I'm not really sure. I love what I'm doing, but I had started, I was on the phone with a good friend of mine back east here one night, just before that conversation. And, I was feeling a little bit of stress about a couple of projects. I had a very full plate. And she said, I'll send you some Reiki. And I thought,
okay.
it was like maybe a vitamin supplement. I had never, any, I knew nothing about energy work other than, prayer and maybe some meditation. And so that started me. I became a spiritual, energetic, material junkie. I used to stay up all night writing code and reading technical documents, and I started spending the bulk of my time doing that. And so, and then at the age of 42, that same year, I gave birth to my one and only child. And I decided I was being pulled in another direction. And I had already worked with a few people there doing energy work because I just wanted to try it out and see, it worked for me, try this. And I started working with people out there doing this. And then my husband at the time got a job offer back home here in Boston. And I was on maternity leave at the time, and I thought, you know what? I don't think I'm going back to programming. I feel I was almost physically drawn to do this work. And so we came home, sold the house. I opened up my own healing practice, and I've been doing that for the last 30 years. And, a few of my clients, I used to have discussion groups as well. I haven't had one recently because I've been doing so many webinars, but, and there were so many varying issues and things that we would discuss in the groups that my clients started to say, you should just put this all together in like a workbook or a manual or something where you could just flick. Well, almost like Louise Hay's list in her book, you can heal
yourself. I know. I've had that for the last 30 years.
Yeah. Oh, that's my Bible.
Yeah, me too.
And so I did. I spent, about a year or so putting notes together because I had so much material. I used to give people, here, take this book or this CD or try this, and I broke it down into different topics and, the ones that I felt was most important, and published a book on it. And now I do a workshop based on the book. And, I'm still doing one-on-one clients, and I just love the work. And even people I have found, even people that are also healers and do their own work, have read pieces of my book, and it's almost like a refresher. Like we forget, we get into the higher realms of things, and we forget, right, the laws of the universe and how they're tied in, and, that they're always working whether we're looking at it or not, or, boundaries, self-love, because we get so busy that we don't take good care of ourselves. We're so busy giving, especially as empaths and healers. So part of that is a refresher, like I need to stop, take a break, maybe think about me for a little while, and then I can give from overflowing.
Oh, exactly. Okay, so Maureen, those of us that are little mathematicians, are you saying you're 72?
No, I'm 56. My son's 14.
I know, 42 in 30 years is 72. I'm like, you're not 72, honey.
No, I started doing the work before I was 42.
I just wanted to point that out in case somebody says, no, I know she's not.
I feel like I'm 35, but no, no.
Oh, dear.
No, that was when he was born, but I had started doing work, with this long before that.
Yeah. Ah, great. Well, I can't wait I know we're going to do some work in a little bit, but thank you for that, and we'll see you in a minute on the other side.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
All right.